Good morning, everyone. Today's today's chapter, the three-dimensional structure of protein. Chapter 4, the three-dimensional structure of proteins. Learning goals, structure and properties of the peptide bonds. Structural hierarchy in proteins. Structure and function of fibrous protein. Structure analysis of globular proteins. Protein folding and denaturation. Structure of proteins. Unlike most organic polymers, proteins molecule adopt a specific three-dimensional conformation. This structure is able to fulfill a specific biological function. This structure is called the native fold. The native fold has a large number of favorable interactions within the protein. There is a entropy cost to folding the protein into one specific native fold. Favorable interactions in proteins. Hydrophobic effect. The release of water molecule from the structured solvation layers around the molecule as protein folds increase the net entropy. Hydrogen bonds. Interactions of NH and OCO of the peptide bond lead to local regular structures such as alpha helix and beta sheets. London dispersions. Medium range weak attraction between all atoms contributes significantly to the stability in the interior of the proteins. Electrostatic interactions. Long range strong interactions between permanently charged groups. Salt bridges, especially those buried in the hydrophobic environments, strongly stabilize the protein. Four levels of protein structure. First, primary structure, second, secondary structure, and tertiary and quaternary structure. Primary structure, the peptide bond. The structure of the protein is partially dictated by the properties of the peptide bond. The peptide bond is a resonance hybrid of two canonical structures. The resonance causes the peptide bonds to be less reactive compared with ester, for example, to be quite rigid and nearly planar, to exhibit a large dipole moment in the favorite trans configuration. Resonance in the peptide bond. The polypeptide is made up of a series of plane linked at alpha carbons. Secondary structure. Secondary structure refers to a local special arrangement of the polypeptide backbone. Two regular arrangements are common. The alpha helix, established by hydrogen bonds between nearly reduced. The beta sheets, established by hydrogen bond between adjacent segments that may not be nearby. Irregular arrangement of the polypeptide chains is called the random coil. The alpha helix helical backbone is held together by hydrogen bonds between the backbone amides of N and N plus 4 amino acids. It is a right-handed helix with 3.6 residues per turn. Peptide bonds are aligned roughly parallel with the helical axis. Side chains pointed out are the roughly perpendicular with the helical axis. What is a right-handed helix? Right-handed helix and right-handed helix. Left-handed helix and right-handed helix. The alpha helix top view. The inner diameters of the helix is about 4 to 5 angstrom, too small for anything to fit inside. The outer diameter of the helix is 10 to 12 angstrom. Happens to fit well into the major groove of dsDNA. Amino acid has one and has 8 aligned nicely on top of each other. What kind of sequence give an alpha helix with one hydrophobic face? Sequence affect helix stability. Not all polypeptide sequences adopt alpha helical structure. Small hydrophobic residues such as alanine and leucine are strong helix formers. Proline acts as a helix breaker because the rotation around the N-C psi angle bond is impossible. Glycine acts as a helix breaker because the tiny R groups support other conformations. Attractive or repulsive interaction between side chains 3 to 4 amino acid apart will affect formation. The helix dipole. Recall that the peptide bond has a strong dipole moments, carbon oxygen carbonyl negative, amide positive. All peptide bonds in the alpha helix have a similar orientation. The alpha helix has a large microscopic dipole moment that is enhanced by unpaired amide and carbonyls near the end of the helix. Negatively charged residues often occur near the positive end of the helix dipole. Amino terminus beta sheets. What is beta sheets? The planarity of the peptide bonds and tetrahedral geometry of the alpha carbon create a pleated sheet-like structure. Sheet-like arrangement of the backbone is held together by hydrogen bonds between the backbone amide in different strands. Side chain product from the sheet alternating in an up and down direction. Parallel and anti-parallel beta sheets. Multi-beta strand interactions are called sheets. Sheets are held together by the hydrogen bonding of amide and carbonyl group of the peptide bonds from opposite strands. Two major orientation of beta sheets are determined by the directionality of the strand within. Parallel sheets have strands that are orientated in the same directions. Anti-parallel sheets have strands that are orientated in opposite directions. In parallel beta sheets, the hydrogen bond strands run in the same directions. Hydrogen bonds between strands are bent. Parallel beta sheets top view. In antiparallel beta sheets, the hydrogen bond strands run in opposite direction. Hydrogen bond between strand and linear antiparallel beta is top view. Beta turns. Beta turns occur frequently whenever strand in beta sheets change the directions. The 180-degree turn is accomplished over 4 amino acids. The turn is established by a hydrogen bond from a carbonyl oxygen to amide proton 3 residues down the sequence. Proline in position 2 or glycine in position 3 are common in beta turn. Types of beta turns. Proline isomers. What is proline isomers? Most peptide bonds not involving proline are in the trans configuration. For peptide bonds involving proline, about 60% are in the cis configuration. Most of these 60% involve beta turns. Proline isomerization is catalyzed by proline isomerases. Proline isomerase structure. Protein tertiary structure. Tertiary structure refers to the overall spatial arrangement of atoms in a protein, established by numerous weak interactions between amino acid side chain. Largely hydrophobic and polar interactions can be established by disulfide bonds. Interacting amino acids are not necessarily next to each other in the primary sequence. Two major classes, fibrous and globrous. Fibrous protein structures. Fibrous protein from structure to function. Structure of alpha keratin in hair. Chemistry of permanent weaving. Structure of collagens. Collagens is an important constituent of connecting tissue, tendons, cartilage, bones, cornea of the eyes. Each collagen chain is a long lysine and protein-rich left-handed helix. Three collagen chains intertwine into a right-handed superhelical triple helix. The triple helix has higher tensile strength than a steel wire of equal cross section. Many triple helixes assemble into a collagen fibril. 4-hydroproline in collagen. Hydroxyproline in collagen forces the proline ring into a favorable puncture, offers more hydrogen bonds between the three strands of collagens. The post-translation processing is catalyzed by prolyl hydroxylase and requires alpha ketoglutarate molecular oxygen and ascorbate. Collagen fibrils. Collagen superstructures are formed by cross-linking of collagen's triple helixes to form collagen fibrils. Cross-links are covalent bonds between LYS and HYLYS or histidine amino acid residues. Water-soluble globular proteins. Motifs. What is motifs? Specific arrangement of several secondary structure elements, all alpha helix, all beta sheets, both. Motifs can be found as recurring structures in numerous proteins. Globular proteins are composed of different motifs folded together. Motifs structure. Repeated motifs contributed to final fold. Quaternary structure. What is quaternary structure? A quaternary structure is formed by the assembly of individual polypeptide into a larger functional cluster. Protein stability and folding. A protein function depends on its 3D structure. Loss of structure integrity with accompanying loss of activity is called denaturation. Protein can be denaturated by heat or cold, pH extremes, organic solvents, chaotropic agents, urea and guanidinium hydrochloride. Protein folding follow a distinct path. Protein misfolding is the basis of numerous human diseases. Native beta amyloid is soluble globular protein. Misfolded beta amyloid promotes aggregations at newly exposed protein-protein interface. Correctly folded helices are lost of protein from beta helices and beta sheets. Chapter 4 Summary. In this chapter we learn about the two most important secondary structure, alpha helices and beta sheets, how properties and function of fibrous protein are related, how to determine three-dimensional structure of proteins, one of the largest unsolved puzzles in modern biochemistry, how protein fold. Thank you everyone.